from the Bulldog One studios in Defiance High School. The Defiance News Network, featuring Liv Adams, Ethan Engel, Alex Francis, and Summer LaRoe. This is DNN.
Howdy ho, Defiance. I'm Ethan Engel.
And I'm Liv Adams.
And this is DNN. Sadly, we missed Halloween and our Halloween flavored content, but now we are in the month of November.
And this November brings about a lot of things that we will be covering, from the end of fall sports season to the upcoming musical production Anastasia to the national election.
But our lead story today focuses on an unprecedented way in which we are attending school. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect almost every aspect of our daily lives. Here with some student and staff perspectives is our field reporter, Dylan Woods. Dylan?
Thanks, you guys. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and for 11 weeks we've been sanitizing, checking temperature, and wearing masks. The pandemic shows no signs of letting up, so we decided to ask staff and students how they're coping with it. How has the pandemic affected your way of teaching?
I have to have more stuff ready online for students who are quarantined and out. We use Google Classroom more than I ever have before.
How has wearing a mask affected your way of school?
Well, I mean, it's like kind of hard to chew gum because like the gum kind of gets into your eyes and like it's just harder to breathe. And so like you just don't want to pay attention because you're worried about the mask. So, but other than that, it's kind of like just really annoying to like have to mess with.
What are some of the challenges of teaching during the pandemic?
Being a science teacher makes labs very difficult, not being able to share the equipment, things like that. Also, a lot of absences, students not able to be at school because of quarantine and things like that. And then also getting to know students with everybody having masks on. So it's kind of hard to get to know students and get the personal aspect of being a teacher. So,
how has the pandemic affected your day-to-day life at school?
Well, honestly, the pandemic has kind of taken a big toll. Like, you're worried about how close you are with one another, and you can't see people's faces. Like, it's hard to like carry a conversation because you have no idea how they're actually feeling because you can't really read their face. Honestly, it hasn't affected me personally too much, but those are my two major complaints.
How has the pandemic affected wearing a mask throughout the school day?
It's created a little bit of an issue in regards to how students handle themselves, their own personal responsibility. Overall, I think it's been a positive for our students. The first day, obviously, it's like anything where students are and adults are uncomfortable, but as time moves on, everybody is like, it's just the new norm. That, hand sanitizing and taking temperature, I think has played a big positive impact in keeping the spread to a minimum here at Defiance High School.
For the time being, DHS will try to do as much as it can to stay as normal as possible.
Thanks, Dylan, and hang in there, Defiance. You are doing a great job, and we are all in this together.
Despite all of the restrictions and changes we've needed to make in order to come back to school, the DHS Theater Department has been able to put on a musical production. Since mid-September, students have been rehearsing and preparing for the DHS musical production of Anastasia. Here now is the first part of our two-part behind-the-scenes look at this incredible undertaking.
Hello, I'm Jackson Hansberg, and I play as Gorlinsky in the musical Anastasia.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Wolfgang, and I play Gleb Vaganov in Anastasia.
Hi, I'm Maddie Morton, and I play Countess Gregory. I'm Ava Schock. I'm a soloist and in ensemble.
Oh, I'm Carter Campbell. I play Count Gregory, policeman, and a bunch of other stuff. So fun.
Hi, I'm Victoria Grenzer, and I'm part of the chorus in Anastasia.
Hi, I'm Chloe Wetstein, and I'm playing Lily in this year's production of Anastasia.
Are you excited for this year's production?
I am very excited for this year's production.
How different do you think it will be due to the coronavirus?
Well, I have a kissing scene in this musical, which unfortunately I don't get to actually do. But we are maintaining our 6 feet distancing while still kissing, so that'll be interesting, and you'll have to come and see how that turns out.
I'm Riley Nadler, and I'm part of the chorus in the play Anastasia.
Hi, I'm
I'm Susie McBride, and I play one of the women's soloists in the musical Anastasia this year.
Why should people come and see the musical?
I think that people should come and see the musical because with everything going on right now, this is a perfect way to kind of get out of your house and enjoy entertainment in a safe way. And it's such an awesome musical, and I think it's a musical that everybody would like.
Hi, I'm Jess Rodriguez, and I'm a featured soloist in Defiance's high school musical Anastasia.
Hi, I'm Levi. I play a drunk man in the musical Anastasia.
Okay, I'm Sophia Castillo, and I'm playing the Dowager Empress in the musical Anastasia.
Why should people come and see you guys in Anastasia?
Because it's going to be really good. And also, we're really sad that we didn't get to perform the last one. Honestly. And it's our senior year. Period! It's our senior year. Just come watch the show because it's going to be good. And we're putting a lot of effort into it, especially with Corona. Like, we're really trying to make sure that we're following everything. And it's a lot of work that people don't realize. So, just come and support.
If you know someone, you can come and support them. So, like, just...
Honestly, it's really fun. You get to just be yourself, and nobody's there to judge you, and just show off your talents that you have.
Are you guys excited for this year's show?
Absolutely. Hi out there, I'm Ethan Eagle. I play Vlad and
Some of my
this
teeth.
music Foley, and hope you enjoy it.
I'm Liv Adams.
I'm Drake Weniger.
I play Anya.
I play Dimitri.
And we're your leads
in this year's musical.
Anastasia premieres at the Defiance Community Auditorium November 19th and runs through that weekend, November 22nd. It will have limited ticket availability due to social distancing requirements, but there will be a live stream of the performance available on November 22nd, that Sunday. Stay tuned for more information about how to see it on the school announcements website.
Coming up, we have Alex Francis with some highlights from our most recent football games and updates on the achievements from some of our fall sports athletes, followed by Summer LaRoe with our DeFi Accuweather forecast. But first, we got the Freddie Bramble with your cafeteria menu. Take it away, Freddie.
Hello, this is Freddie, and let's eat. On the first week, on Monday, we have chicken patties, and on Tuesday, we have a healthy breakfast of omelets and French toast. Wednesday, we have pizza, which is a favorite of mine.
Yeah,
Thursday,
baby!
we have turkey and noodles. And finally, on Friday, we have barbecue ribs. And on the second week, Monday, we have hamburgers. Tuesday, we have beef taco salad. And on Wednesday, we have pulled pork barbecue. Thursday, we have baked chicken. And finally, on Friday, we have some corn dogs. And this has been Freddie Bramble.
Hey guys, it's Alex Francis coming at you with the DNN Sports News. From these past 2 weeks, we have been wrapping up some of our fall sports. In football action, 2 weeks ago, we lost a heartbreaker to Milton Union with a score of 32-28. In the first half, Drew Davis tosses the ball to Drew Kellermeyer, who ends up throwing the ball to Peyton Schweitzer for a 45-yard touchdown. Next, we have Drew Davis throwing a pass to Gavin Hale, and Gavin Hale takes off and dodges a defender with a smooth spin move. Later on, we have Drew Davis lobbing the ball to Drew Kellermeyer, which resulted in a touchdown. Drew Davis ended up throwing for over 300 yards against Milton Union. Sadly, we lost against Napoleon this past Friday. The score was 28-0. Here's some highlights. The beginning of the game, we have Drew Davis scramble get the first down. Next, we have a quick pass to Peyton Schweitzer, who dodges the defender and gets a pretty big gain. Then on defense, we again have Peyton Schweitzer bobble the ball, but eventually gains control and gets to the interception. The player of the game was Peyton Schweitzer. Cross country wrapped up this past weekend at the regional meet held in Tiffin. While none of our Bulldog runners moved on, they ran with heart and kept the DHS spirit and competition alive. Defiance had several fall sports athletes receiving WBL honors for their achievements. In golf, Jaden Jerger was named WBL first team and was a district qualifier. In boys soccer, Carter Campbell received a WBL honorable mention, and Vinny Lopez was named WBL third team. Girls soccer saw WBL honorable mention for Madison Bloomfield. For volleyball, Kendall Black won WBL first team and district first team. Caitlin Parrish won WBL third team and district second team. And Lily Lacey received a WBL honorable mention. Now for cross country. Starting out, the boys for the WBL first team, we have Eli Fortman, Josh Horvath, Brennan Rohrig, and Nolan Morgan. The runners who got WBL second team for the boys are Nathan Morgan, Caleb Brashear, Eli Valley, and Camden Roth. For the girl runner, Layla Brasino and Mira Horvath both got WBL first team. And that brings you up to date on Defiance High School sports. I'm Alex Francis, and the next time I will see you, we'll be previewing our winter sports.
What's poppin', Defiance? I'm Summer Leroux, and this is your DeFi Accuweather forecast for this coming weekend and the week ahead. We definitely started this week in winter, but man, do I feel like putting some shorts on today. We're going to reach a high of 70 degrees today and all weekend, but be ready to bundle up at night because the lows are going to be in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Next week, the weather seems to be a bit bipolar, like myself, with the temperatures bouncing all over the place. Monday's high being 73 and a low of 60. Tuesday with a high of 66 and a low of 48. Wednesday's high being 51 with a low of 35. Followed by Thursday's high being 49 and a low of 39. And finishing the week on Friday with a high of 51 and low of 40. I am the Summer Leroux, and this has been your DeFi AccuWeather forecast. Back to you, Liv. Thanks, Summer. And now for some headlines. Tuesday was election day, and even though many American voters had been submitting their ballots through early voting, Tuesday was the final day for voting of any kind. In our local elections, Mick Prokrasky and David Kern won the seats for the county commissioner, and the Defiance Senior Services levy renewal was passed. In the major state contest, Craig Riedel retains his seat as our congressman to the Ohio House of Representatives, and Bob Latta was reelected as our congressman in Washington. And in probably the most heated and divisive presidential election in modern times, we still don't know. As of the recording of this broadcast, votes were still being counted in several key battleground states. However, right now we will pause for any election update. DHS held its own election on Tuesday, and the results of that election were much easier to count. In the DHS election, President Trump won with 52% of the votes.
On Tuesday, October 27th, the Defiance High School chapter of the National Honor Society inducted 27 juniors and seniors into its ranks. This year's ceremony was much more different than previous years due to the national pandemic and its health and safety guidelines that the school has to adhere to. Ceremony was only allowed to be attended by the inductees and their parents. Normally there is a dinner, but this year was not the case. NHS officers addressed the inductees as well as a guest speaker, Superintendent Morton. NHS President Chloe Weststein talked about some of the challenges in putting this event together.
Well, last night at 5:30, I was informed that our NHS advisor, Mrs. Ziegler, was not going to be at induction tonight. So I was thrown into a leadership position that I wasn't prepared for, but with the help of my amazing officers, we were able to put together a really great event, and I think it came out as amazingly as it could have, and I'm really proud of what we were able to pull off tonight.
Becoming a member of NHS is one of the greatest academic honors a high school student can achieve. Eligible nominees must have a minimum 3.5 grade point average and must adhere to the 4 pillars, which are scholarship, service, leadership, and character. New inductee, Riley Gerardo, shared what being inducted meant to her after the ceremony.
Being inducted into National Honor Society is huge for me. I've worked very hard for this, and I'm very happy to be here and have all my hard work recognized.
Congratulations to all the inductees.
And finally, we are a little bit late to the game, but would like to congratulate the October students and staff of the month. Students are nominated by a teacher, and staff are nominated by students. Our inaugural honorees for this school year's Student of the Month are Sunny Lloyd, Riley Gerardo, Tayshawn Helton, and Alejandro Chagoyan. The Staff of the Month honorees are Lisa Davis and Angie Kressel. Congratulations to all.
All right, you know him from the Joke of the Week. We are now sending you to Noah Jordan for the Quote of the Week.
I'm Noah Jordan, and this is your Quote of the Week.
And then what?
I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
Well, that was interesting. Thank you, Noah. We bring you 2 new segments. Last time we promised you a special segment called The Chew. Well, today we make good on that promise as Christian Magana moderates 2 sides of an issue that we can really chew on.
Thanks, Love, and welcome to The Chew. Here with me I have Zave Payne and Josh Thompson. We're here to talk about whether you should eat meat or not.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Zave. I'm a vegan of almost 2 years now. I do not believe humans should eat animals. I think it's cruel. We don't eat cats or dogs. We look at them as pets. So why do we differentiate between species? Cows, pigs, sheep, all other forms of livestock are also living living beings that have feelings, thoughts, and emotions. They are also life, and we need to respect their lives as well.
Alright, so I do believe that they have like feelings and they have the right to live and everything, but it's like I think you should just be able to eat them. They have the right to live and everything. Not cats or dogs or like pets, because that's pretty cruel. But like animals like cows, pigs, whatever, they're usually like kind of mass produced. And there's a lot of them, and they're not endangered. I don't think endangered animals should be eaten or anything like that, but like animals that are like there's a lot of and there's a good abundance, I think we should be able to eat them because I just feel like it'd be fine.
And my rebuttal to that is, well, they're mass-produced because of our systems that force them to be. They're not choosing to produce. It's humans that are artificially inseminating them and forcing them to have children and continue on and live a very short lifespan to just be slaughtered. I think also that system perpetuates climate change. It's the second leading cause to carbon emissions, behind fossil fuels, of course. And with that climate change, we're not only affecting the animals, we're affecting ourselves too. So it's harmful to our environment and harmful to the animals as well.
So yes, it does affect our environment, and I understand that like mass producing them isn't right and that it's humans that are artificially producing them and everything. But since they're being artificially produced, why let them go to waste? If they're already going to be mass produced and it's going to be really hard to stop it, why just let the animal go to waste? Or like deer that are running around, why don't you let the hunters go hunt them? Because if there's too many of them, it could cause a lot of issues and people will always be hitting deers.
Okay, well, Very good 2 points there. I am going to have to go with Josh Thompson for this one. I love my meat. That'll be the end of this segment. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Back to you, Liv.
And that brings us to the end of our program.
We hope you've enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed making it.
Be sure to tune in next time for a second part of our Making a Musical. And don't forget to come back and report for another episode of Tournament of Teachers.
Plus a whole lot more.
I'm Ethan Engel. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Goodbye.
And I'm Liv Adams, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I'm doing pretty good at it.